Yo, what's up, y'all? What's going down? Hey, we got a little minor difficulties today. Boss Hitter won't be joining us tonight. So we got the Davis boys, man, Davis brothers rather. We got the Davis brothers representing tonight. So we're gonna hold it down, you know. Hope
Yes,
everybody's
sir.
doing good, you know, during the storm out here in the Bay Area, man. It's coming down, El Nino style. This shit is sick, man. I hope nobody is losing power or going through flood situations and nothing like that, because this shit about to be savage for a couple of days. What's up with you,
Yeah,
little bro? How you doing, man? What's going
yeah,
on?
it's good, man. It seems like it's gonna be a little bit of bad weather going on, probably to the middle of the week. People in bad reception areas might not could chime in right now, so you just blacked out on us again. But yeah, we're gonna try to hold it down this evening. Shouts out to Vale, couldn't make it in today, but maybe on the next episode he'll be back.
Right, right. Oh, we got
Everybody
Miss
stay
H,
safe.
we got Miss HP on the mic. Well, not on the mic, but on the podcast. Hey, good evening, sweetheart. How you doing? So yeah, tonight, man. I wanted to touch on something that I saw going on in the news lately, where it's, the sister from Georgia, Fannie, I think her name is Fannie Willis or something like that. She,
Yeah, I did see something about that.
yeah, she's being raked against the coals, man. For going against Trump now, and I don't understand this. Why they doing the sister like that, but why is all her personal business being brought up, being brought up and questioned? You know what I'm saying? Because she's going after Donald Trump. What does that got to do with Donald Trump trying to steal, trying to steal the election, especially in Georgia? I mean, what's up, Classy D? I see you, man. I see you. I don't understand that, and only a black woman would be subjected to such humility. Um, as what they putting her through. They trying to humiliate this lady. They digging
What
up
is
her
they
past.
doing to us? Scraping up her
Well,
background and stuff she did in the past? I'm not
right,
trying to
and
make
she's
it.
supposed to have some kind of affair going on with a brother that I think the brother is some political something. I didn't really get too much into it because I was at work watching it, but it's a brother in Georgia that's he is some political something. I don't know if he's part of the DA or special investigator or something, but heard
GBI.
dude,
They got
huh?
the GBI down there, the Georgia Bureau of
Right,
Investigations. He might be
right.
part of that. Yeah.
And so dude might be part of that or something because they had some kind of affair going on. Let's just put it like that. They had
Okay.
something going on, and
She
so
not
now they're
allowed.
investing.
I mean, was she married? Is she married?
No, but I think dude was.
Okay. Because I
So
mean, it ain't really wrong for her to be in a relationship, but if somebody else is married or got a significant other, then I guess they frown upon that. So that's looked at being wrong.
well, I mean, but there still ain't a reason to bring it up in a case. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
True.
It ain't got nothing to do with a trial. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, it shouldn't.
So, they need to be investigating Donald Trump and the bullshit he had going on instead of trying to rake this black lady through over the coals for whatever indiscretion she may have had. Because what they saying is that well, not that what they saying because she's even admitted to some of it and do that too. But what they saying is that they used a bunch of funds that was like campaign funds or state given credit cards or whatnot for their trips, to the Bahamas or wherever else they went to dinner and all that old type of stuff, right? And what she's saying is that he paid for some meals and trips and dates, and so did she. But what she was saying was that her daddy always told her to keep a bunch of money at home, which that's one thing black folks do. You got to
Yeah,
save for a shoebox or in your mattress or
yeah,
whatever is going
mattress,
on.
pillowcase, or something.
Right.
Yeah,
You don't keep all your money in the bank. So,
no, never that.
but my thing is this, right? We as black people, and especially you sisters out there, because they coming after y'all here because y'all ain't supposed to be able to have a voice unless it's against the black man. You know, that's
Yeah.
just the way America wants it. You are
Mm-hmm.
not to speak out unless it's to speak out against a black man. So for y'all to be stepping up and grabbing these political positions, y'all gotta watch y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta use better judgment in what you do. Is it fair? No, it ain't. It ain't. It ain't because
Yeah.
you know them white women. We all know they fucking and sucking their way to the top. We know that. And it ain't gonna be talked about until shit. She probably 75 years old, too old to run again, and then the shit'll come out. But with you sisters, you know, they gonna dig and they gonna try to find everything that you've done wrong. You know, to diminish whatever power you have. You know, and we see this going, you know, we've even seen it in our own city where, you know, they brought up the brother that was doing some shit with the DPW and how the mayor was doing fucking with him and all of this and that and the third, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I seen that. I seen that on the news.
right, you know,
Mhm.
so we gotta we got to watch our backs, you know, when it comes to this political arena because we've just shown the world, not just the country, but during that last election, we just showed the world how much power we really do have when we step outside our homes and we get political and we vote. Because you know, it's a lot of people that you know, they want to be down with us. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not afraid and intimidated by their own people, then they'll you know they'll vote you know in our favor. D, what's your question? We got somebody with a question. I don't think y'all could see him, but I
Nah,
can.
I can't.
What's your question? Okay, we'll wait for his question to pop up. But yeah, so you know, that's one thing we got to do. We got to start. You know, we we always knew we had to be 10 times better than all of them to even stand a chance, right?
Yeah.
And that ain't changed. So we
Nah,
still got
not
to
at
do
all.
that. You know, we still have to do that. So it's a fucked up day though in America because you know they just found Trump guilty in New York, so he got to pay I think 300
They
something
still gonna
million.
let him run for the presidency. He's still
What
gonna
you
get
say?
president elect. He gonna still be able to run for the presidency, right? He
I
gonna be
think
the
so.
Republican
I
president
think
elect.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
think
I
so.
think I saw that he was leading in the polls. If you know the primary ones. So I mean, I don't get it. I don't know who are voting. Maybe it's the people that are voted early, the people that ain't
Right.
going to the polls, but say Trump winning. So that means we're gonna have another 4 years of Trump again.
Oh, the question he had was, uh, do we know where Donald Trump came from? Um, Not really. I think his parents was immigrants. To be real with you, that's what
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
heard. I think there's some kind of German something. I don't know. All I know is Donald Trump popped up like in the '80s, man, out of nowhere. You know, some rich
With the
white
Trump
boy, and
towers and his
yeah,
money's supposed to be like an inheritance from his father or something,
right,
for a
right,
million
right,
dollars or something to get him going, and
right,
then he
and
started
yeah,
moving
like
from there.
Miss HP just put down there. Yeah, yeah, he is from New York. He is from New York. Well, that's what we know. New York, New Jersey, something like that. That's all we know about it.
One of
I
them.
really never dug into his history to find out. So, you know, and he's, he's as crooked as they come. You know what I'm saying? She said he come from the fucking Clan Island. Yeah, apparently, you
Yeah,
know,
probably that too.
and what's killing us is a lot of black folks want to go for him now, you know, because he gave up some money during COVID, and so now they these dumbass niggas is running around talking about, oh, Trump had us balling,
We're not gonna go through
balling.
COVID again. So
All you niggas that had that PPE and that EDD money, you niggas is
yeah,
broke as fuck right now. What the fuck you mean he had y'all balling?
we ain't
This
gonna
shit
go through
crazy.
that epidemic no more. We ain't gonna have COVID no more, where everybody getting sick and everybody getting laid off and y'all getting extra monies for this and that and the third. That shit over with.
Right.
So if Trump do get back in office again, it ain't gonna be the same. He ain't, but then I think they got control of the House though right now. the Republicans do. So that means the laws that he put in, they could get agreed on easier and get passed. So I don't know. But Trump really didn't help niggas do nothing though. He helped niggas get broke, help niggas catch cases, help niggas get
Right,
in
but
trouble.
and he didn't help black people anyway. He helped black people took advantage of the situation and did the illegal shit. You know, the PPE loan, went and
Yes.
got their booties enhanced, and niggas bought Rolexes and all that other dumbass shit. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that was for everybody though. It wasn't for black people. It was for the country because the country was shut down, and we knew that the economy was gonna tank because a lot of businesses wasn't open. So the only way to keep the economy alive was to dish out some money that we knew motherfuckers was gonna spend. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I mean, that's what that was about. And I ain't never looked for no president, not even Barack Obama, to put no money in my pocket, man. Because like I told a white boy one day, white dude had walked into this is when I was working at C's Candy. White boy walked in there and he had a Make America hat on, Make America Great hat on, right? And I didn't know the
America ain't
white
never
boy was
been great.
right, but I didn't know the white boy was a Trumpster, which it really don't make a difference, motherfucker vote how they want to vote. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because black folks want to vote for Trump right now. So what that say about them?
Right, but I'm talking about back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so let me see. Would you say a hard D hard class? You say I want to say it again that he grew up in one of the blackest neighborhoods in America. Yeah, that may be true.
I don't know.
I don't. And, and,
I
and
don't know.
to say that, okay, I'm gonna touch on that before I go back to the story. Um,
He don't act black.
well, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I don't think Trump I don't think Trump is really so much racist as he is classist. Um, Trump, some of his best friends have been brothers. Mike Tyson,
Yes.
Kanye, Don King. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the
Yeah.
motherfuckers. You know what
What's
I'm
his
saying?
face? He pardoned Lil Wayne before he got out of
Right.
office.
I
So
just think I think Trump doesn't like broke people or
yeah, he
lower
like
class
money.
people.
He like dollar signs. He don't give a
Right,
fuck.
right.
Money
If he
green.
can use you, he don't give a fuck if you put
Yeah.
pink with purple polka
Yeah.
dots.
Purple,
You know what I'm
green,
saying?
orange, brown, nigga. You got money, he can use you.
Right,
You ain't got no
right,
money, he ain't fucking with you.
right.
So I mean, Trump didn't make niggas get no money. So I mean,
Nah,
y'all
nah,
used and
nah.
abused in programs. That's how y'all got some money, but it wasn't designed for y'all to cheat the system. That's what it
Right,
wasn't there for. No.
right. And so, motherfuckers need to, get their own money anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That
stop
would
waiting
help.
on, or waiting on, uh, uh, let me see, go on live. Let me see. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Miss HP want to go on live. Let me see something here. Uh, let me send the
I don't know.
link.
We having a lot of power outages out in the bay. We about to have 3 days of
Right,
that
right,
asthmatic
right.
rainstorms and shit. So y'all be prepared. Y'all be careful. Motherfuckers in California can't drive. So make sure give yourself some safe stopping distance. Cause I've
Right.
seen many accidents already today. So be careful out there in these streets.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me get back. Okay, I just sent her a link. Okay. Um, yeah. So that motherfucker. Okay. So back to what I was saying. So the
About
dude walks
Trump.
in. He walks in with his Trump "Make America Great Again" hat. And so I'm looking right, and he see me look at the hat because I didn't know he was that type of dude. Which, like I said, it don't make a difference to me really how you vote unless you voting out of racism. So the dude said, "Oh, Dennis, I see you're looking at my hat." I said, "Yeah, I noticed it." He said, "Well, I just want to say why I voted for Trump." I said, "Look, man, you don't have to explain why you voted for nobody. Voting is supposed to be confidential anyway. So, I mean, that's your business." He said, "No, I just want to make it clear." I said, "Okay, so what you got to say?" Well, when Obama was in office, oh fuck, here we go. When Obama was in office,
Yeah,
you
what
you
that
feel
mean?
what I'm saying? And so I said, "Well, man, look, I don't want to hear nothing about Obama." He said, "Well, Obama made me show ID for bullets and this, that, and the third, right?" So I said,
Supposed to do that though, right?
Right. Hey, what's up, lady?
Hey.
What's going
Hello,
on?
good evening.
Oh, I'm on here twice?
No, you're on there once.
Oh.
What? Why? Why you say that?
Cause I see me right here and right there in the
Oh,
middle.
yeah, you see your small screen and then the large one.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Really?
Okay.
Yeah, you
See,
know
I
how
didn't
you
go to
got your
I
screen?
didn't I didn't go to college for this.
You got your
All
screen in
right.
the right
Yeah,
hand
about
Now
that
side.
rich ass Donald Trump. Huh?
you good now?
Oh yeah, I'm good in the hood.
Right. Okay. Hey, classy, man. My boy, he's sending me messages on there. I'm about to touch on that right now. So the dude gets to talking about how he had to buy bullets with ID and all that old shit, right? So I tell him, well, that's maybe a good thing, that'll calm down on motherfuckers just, really killing for nothing and all that old other shit because you got your bullets are traced. And
Yeah.
so he's talking about how he got a 9 millimeter. He go to the range and all that. I said, yeah, that's good. That's good. I said, but check this out. One thing about it is, me being a black man, it don't matter what president we have. I still got to do what I got to do as a black man to feed my family and to survive. I've had to do that no matter who the president was, right? I'm not white. I don't get the privileges and the tax write-offs and all that other shit like y'all get. I got to do what I got to do to survive. So he talking about how, he's still on the gun shit. So I said, man, let me tell you something. He said, well, man, wouldn't you feel safe if you were at the shooting in Miami and you had a gun? I said, wait a minute. First of all, I said the shooter in Miami had assault rifles with about 200 and something rounds of bullets, fully automatic. You said you just told me you had a 9 millimeter which only carries 10 bullets and it's semi-automatic. What the fuck could you do with your gun against that guy, right? He said, "Well, I go to the range." I said, "Going to the range is just like shadow boxing. Everybody look good till you get punched in the face. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?" I
It's easy to shoot,
said, "You know."
Right.
but it's hard to shoot when somebody's shooting back at you.
Right. I said
Right.
it's a totally. I said,
That's
and I'm gonna
a
tell
big
you this
difference.
because I've been shot at. I've been in firefights. I know how that shit feels. You know what I'm saying? So he
Mm.
said, "Well, how would you have felt?" He said, "Well, what would you have done if you would have been there with your gun?" I said, "I would have only felt safe standing behind something bulletproof unless I was behind the shooter because you're not gonna win that fight." You know what I'm saying? But that goes to the mentality of what these white people have right now. They really believe in this superhero shit till they get their ass killed, just like the shooting in Kansas City at the parade, right? How the
Yeah, I
fuck
saw
you
that.
get tackled with a gun? How
He
you
had
let
an
a white boy
assault
tackle you
rifle,
and you
got
got a gun?
tackled.
Right.
He got tackled with like an AR-15 or something.
How the
I mean,
fuck that happened?
I don't know. That ain't funny, but the funny part about him getting tackled, that is. I seen that
Right,
on TV. Yeah, he got
right.
tackled and got took to jail. They caught
Yeah,
him and the
so
other person. And then
yeah, exactly.
who bring assault rifles to parades? Man, what the fuck is going on
Sick
now?
Yeah,
ass
but not
people.
only that, right? How do you get tackled with them?
You see,
Nigga, I'm
it ain't
killing
funny, but it
everything,
is.
nigga, if I'm shooting. Nigga, I wish you would run up on me and I got this chopper. Nigga,
Yeah,
Right.
and he heard him say, "Tackle him, tackle him." I seen it on
well,
yeah,
he
video.
probably well he probably was trying to get away.
he was, but
He
he
was.
didn't. He didn't.
You trying to get away? You ain't worried about who behind you and
Nah,
who in
yeah,
front of
cause
you.
that's how they got it.
That's
Wow.
why his little ass finna get the gas chamber.
Right. That's
They
crazy. Was he white or was he black?
they was black.
Yeah, they was little light skinned dudes. So they
A
They were
white dude,
but
black.
a white dude
yeah,
tackled him.
they yeah, white boys tackled him though. Yeah.
Oh, they
Right
was
by the
hella
train
mad the
station.
Niners lost. There was some Niner fans. They was hella mad.
That ain't funny. That ain't how that's fucked up. No, but you know what happened though for real? Them
Uh-huh.
niggas had a problem with some gang shit or something.
Oh.
And then they bumped heads at the thing and start getting down.
Oh
Yeah, I guess
wow.
so. Yeah, they shot little kids and everything. And then the lady did get killed.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 11 kids got hit,
Damn.
10 adults, and one
And a
one
couple of the
fatality.
shooters was kids.
Yeah. Yeah, the shooters
Wow.
was juveniles.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, that little boy
So,
was so
since
thin.
we got you on here, right, we want to ask your opinion. How do you think a black woman, because we don't give a fuck about the others right now, we ain't speaking on them, but how do you think a black woman in the political arena should conduct herself, I mean, and not just to avoid scrutiny, but just to make us, look presentable like we some people that know what the fuck we doing and we got some common sense.
Well, I think any woman and all women should have some type of class about themselves,
That's true.
and and conduct themselves accordingly. Sometimes it depends on the settings. You may be around certain people, and you may have to act like you're educated, like your knowledge, like you got some type of class about yourself. But then you may be around your peoples, and you can let loose and be yourself and be like, oh, okay, yeah, what's up, nigga? But in a
Yeah.
different setting, it's like, how you doing, sir? Nice, nice chatting with you and this and that. But
Right.
women, you know but there's a difference between women, females, girls, and young ladies, and then you got grown ass women. That's them women that they know their worth, they know where they're going, they know where they came from, they know what they need, they know what they want, and they just got their shit together.
Right. Right.
But I just I give all props to my girl Fonnie Willis.
So that's her name.
Her name
Yeah.
Fonnie Willis. She's the DA,
Right.
and she hired people didn't even want that. It's people didn't even want to take that, the ADA, the assistant DA, but she brought him on because people was turning down. They don't want to go up against Trump and all his crazy ass cult members, some people threatening people and talking about they gonna kill him and this and that or whatever. Don't nobody
Right.
got time for that. So
Right.
in the midst of after she, they start kicking it.
Mm.
Right. Right. But see, my thing is this, right? If we gonna take these offices and really help our people, and I'm saying this, from a place of coming from a city that has a black woman as our representation,
Mhm.
um, we got to do better than that. And see what I mean by do better than that is that we give a pass to them not being professional at all times.
Right.
When she real and she from the hood, fuck all that. You are
Hmm.
an elected
Yeah, I
official.
understand what you're saying now.
I'm
Yeah.
from the hood. I'm a hood nigga. I done sold drugs. I done shot guns. I'm a hood nigga. You expect that from me. But even on my job, and it ain't even no political arena, I'm not finna be no hood nigga. Ain't my job because they not paying me to be that type of nigga. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And
Yeah.
so to say that London, Fani, or any other woman in this situation is real for doing some nigga shit, that's ignorant of us. That's
Hmm.
ignorant of us. Let's hold our people accountable. Be like, okay, you gonna represent us with some class. Don't do no nigga shit and then pass it off and say, well, the white folks. We ain't talking about what the white folks did. We talking about
Right.
what our
Right.
people was doing. We talking about what our people was doing. That's just like the stupid motherfuckers that said, well, give a pass to R. Kelly because Weinstein and them was raping motherfuckers. You see, Weinstein wound up dead in a jail cell. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we need to punish our own. We need to be policing our own and holding our own accountable instead of waiting for the white people to crucify and discipline our own. We need to be doing that shit. Let's stop the fuckery and talk about how a nigga is real and a nigga is this for doing some shit that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Hmm.
my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're paying you and electing you to do some real shit, then do some real shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You know, and that's my thing. We sitting up here, especially us in San Francisco, right?
Hmm.
And the only thing we can talk about is if a motherfucker showed up at a party or an event. Fuck all that. Let's talk politics. San Francisco ain't never been disrespected and talked about in the fashion in the way that it's been talked about lately. We always been
Yeah, that's
talked about the
terrible.
I know.
homosexuals
I
and
noticed that too.
Yeah,
right,
it's terrible. They don't want
right.
to come out here.
It's
We're gonna lose a
terrible.
lot.
And let's be real, y'all. They not lying.
Nah, not really. Downtown fucked up. Our downtown is terrible. Shoot.
Man,
Most
Hunters
of the
Point is
streets
starting to
around
look
here
like
is
the
terrible.
Tenderloin. We got all these homeless uh little sacks and shit that they making out of
Everywhere.
wood and
Yeah.
cardboard.
Around the
Motherfuckers sleeping in
houses.
cars,
Wow.
mobile homes
Well,
in Hunters Point.
yeah, these
What?
other spots in
Yes,
the city got them. It's a lot of the
Ingalls,
motherfuckers.
all up and down Ingalls.
Mm-hmm.
All up and down
Wow.
Evans Street by the where the junkyards used to be and all that. All that
Yeah.
shit is happening.
By the gas stations and shit.
By the
They
gas
got 'em.
stations, all that. Yeah.
Dang.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got little
Wow.
homeless communities and shit. I guess. Well, they
Yeah.
ain't really homeless because they living in them things, so they not
Right.
homeless. They
Right.
mobile homes. They
Right.
move. Yeah, they
You know,
move.
so and that's what I mean. It's like that's okay as long as we give a good party and a Juneteenth celebration once a year.
Nah, that ain't okay.
Everything is fine and dandy, right? But
Mm-hmm.
and the cold part is the motherfuckers that think it's cool no longer live in San Francisco.
Wow.
So y'all think it's cool, but you ain't got to deal with this shit every day. You ain't got to worry about your babies walking back and forth to school because now, I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? Now we got white drug addict, dope fiend, and Mexican zombies who we
Mm-hmm.
know rape little kids because the coldest ones
Uh-huh.
walking
Mm-hmm.
around our streets,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
walking around our streets. While motherfuckers trying to rebuild Filmo and give them some kind of prestige, we got motherfucking pedophiles, drug addicts that ain't even black walking the streets of our motherfucking neighborhood where our kids got to cross paths with them on their way to school.
Mm. Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah,
That's not cool at all. It was just so different, like back in the days growing up in the P. Um, we didn't have to worry about nothing because everybody in the neighborhood, we was all family. And
right,
Yeah.
everybody's mother, like Aunt Clara, May, Miss Shirley, my mom, Miss Barbara, everybody, they were all like sisters.
right,
And all the
right,
parents looked out after all of us. They were like
right,
our aunties.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have to worry about nobody doing nothing to us because there was always eyes on us. The,
Exactly.
the Black Panthers was up at the top of the hill
Yep.
before, we went to Jedi Smith, before we went to school, went to breakfast, they was up there. So we didn't have to worry about shit like that
Right.
back in the days growing up when we were kids.
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
so
I
different
remember
now.
all that. I remember all that. I remember they actually had a panther in the fucking cage.
Yeah.
I remember. I was a little nigga, but I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. You know, because that was a big thing. Like they really got a panther. They really had a fucking panther.
I remember back in, what was that, 66 or 67, something like that. Remember when that boy, that teenage boy, they killed that black boy on Third Street, and the Black Panthers had a shootout with
Hey,
the
I
police?
know about it. I wasn't
That
born,
was
but I know
back,
about it.
yeah. I
Yeah, that
remember
was
we
right
couldn't
before I
even
was
go
born.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right before I was
I
born.
seen pictures of it. The
Yeah,
riots and
we
shit
could we
that
couldn't even
happened
go
down there.
outside. But
That
Yeah,
was right
nobody
by
we
the
still
Opera
got
outside.
House,
pictures of
right?
that because my mom and my uncles and cousins and shit was involved in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they got
Mm-hmm.
pictures of that shit. My father and all they was
Hey,
involved in that.
didn't it
You
happen
know,
Wow.
by the Opera
and
House?
see, but you see, huh, what you say, me?
It was by the Opera House. The
Yeah, all
incident.
that third Paloux, all of
It
that.
was
Yeah,
on what, McKinnon?
third.
Um,
Or where they killed him? Yeah, I think it was McKinnon.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
It was
somewhere
either
around
on
that area.
McKinnon or the next block.
right,
Nuke 'em.
right.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah,
know,
I think that's
and my thing is this, right? When they speak on shit in the city, black folks really forget about the struggle and the gangsterism and the fight for black rights. That was in our neighborhood. Them
mm-hmm.
niggas cross town was swearing they was pimps and shit. They was pretty niggas. Let's just be
Mm-hmm.
real. They wasn't over there tearing up shit like niggas on this side was. Let's just be
But see,
real. Huh?
them Republicans and Trump, they trying to abolish all that.
Right.
They trying to abolish the voting rights back in 65, and then the rights, the rights just to vote, period.
Mm-hmm.
And to, the what was it, 64, 65 or something like that, where discrimination ended,
Right.
where you can go nowhere and see blacks only, and you can't go in there. They trying to bring that back. When that motherfucker say make America great again, he wanted how it was in slavery. He
Yeah.
wanted control. He wanted eliminate the Constitution. This motherfucker want to be able to do what he want. But people don't know blacks have always been the main target.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Conquer and divide.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
niggas better wake the fuck up because they ain't playing.
Right.
I watch that shit and listen to that shit every chance I get.
Right.
They're not playing.
Right.
And these sorry ass niggas that's running around here talking about they supporting Trump or Trump gave us a stimulus. Trump ain't gave shit. Congress gave up that stimulus.
Right.
And he
Right.
tried to halt it because he wanted to put his names on the check.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
did.
then
I do
in the
remember that.
cold part,
Yep.
the niggas
Yep,
out
he
here
did.
talking that shit, right? Gavin Newsom gave y'all that money, assholes.
Yeah,
That was
Cali
California.
got different money, different laws, different states.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Cali.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Our
saying?
governor did that.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing to do with Trump. But I mean, they think,
But see, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I was in my opinion, because I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Fonnie is 50 and I'm almost 63.
Mm-hmm.
I would have handled myself a little different than her. I would have handled myself a little better. But that was the first time when you're in a predicament like that, the DA that's prosecuting a motherfucker, him and this attorney trying to question her and act like she on trial, but she roasted their ass.
Right. She did.
But she could have handled herself a little bit better than she did.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
she got caught slipping.
Yeah.
And she the type that wet her toothbrush before she brushed her motherfucking teeth. She wanted that shit wet.
Right.
And she needed some attention from a nigga. I'm serious because she was living by herself. They was after her, sending her death threats. And, she said,
But
at that time, I was lonely.
But did you hear she was fucking the rappers and some old other? She was doing
That
some
shit
other
wasn't
shit.
true.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. No.
I hope not. I hope not.
He
That's a
said,
real
yeah.
bad look.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
I
gonna
don't
look
think
into
that
it
I
now.
don't think that shit is true. And
I hope
see,
not.
that's what it is. They put shit out in the media. They spreaded lies about that girl, but
Yeah,
the
I
cold
bet.
part about it, she should have known that that's what they do. Trump and these people been doing this shit for the past 3, 4, 5 years.
Right.
So
Right.
what she did, testify against him on some shit? And then he
No,
went
she
back
was
No,
and
what
prosecuting
happened was
them.
this, right?
what?
She was
Trump's
the
fucking
DA.
Trump's lawyers are questioning her.
Right.
Okay, he's at trial, right?
Yeah, I
But
seen
you
that.
know how your defense, your lawyer can call witnesses?
Uh-huh.
They called her the nigga she was fucking and some other niggas as witnesses against her. It ain't got nothing to do with Trump.
Yeah. Okay.
They talking about her. Y'all worried
Well,
about where her pussy went.
they're trying to find any because he got 4 felony cases. He got 4 cases, right?
Right.
He got 3 felony cases and he had 3 civil cases.
Yeah.
The strongest case is the one that's in Georgia and then the one that's in DC.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
They
Didn't he
know
just go to one this weekend?
That was
Or
New
this
York.
week, rather?
That was New York.
Yeah, okay.
that
Didn't
New
he
York
get
that
found
was
convicted,
civil.
guilty? He's guilty of that though, right? He was
Yeah.
found guilty.
Well, they been found him guilty. They was just seeing what
He just got
what
sentenced.
amount, how much he was gonna pay.
Yeah, he got
Oh yeah,
sentenced.
they said it was a lot of money. Him and his sons, though. I think I seen
$350-something million.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
seen that.
Then he
Yeah,
had 83 million he had to pay, then 5 million he had to pay. But he tied in with Putin. He trying to, he sucking up to their ass. He want to be a dictator and just run everything and take control of, the armed forces and this and that. What that's why he said, they always say black people is just drug dealers and thugs. That's how they classify niggas, right?
Yes. That I
He
do.
said about 2 months ago, we're gonna get rid of the drug dealers and the thugs. We gotta go and watch all the voting polls in Philly, Detroit, Chicago,
Yeah,
all
that's
the
what they was
areas where
doing
it's
last
probably
time.
be blacks.
When he got elected, they was pulling people over, jacking them for their license and registration and shit, making them afraid to go to the polls and vote against him. And all them states was doing that shit.
Yeah, it's just like my boy. He just sent another message, right? Well, another message. Yeah, we need to govern our own. That's the whole thing, y'all. We need to govern our own. We don't need them coming in telling us how to get down and up, whatever. But there's only one way to do that. We got to be righteous. We got to be
But
righteous.
I'm gonna tell you the only way things is gonna get right is start at the local lower levels.
Right.
It
Right.
started on the local levels. People always think, oh, you only got to vote for the president. You got to vote for the motherfuckers
Yeah, you
that's
gotta do all
making
that
calling
shit.
shots in Congress, in the
Right.
House,
Right.
and in the Senate. And see what
Mm-hmm.
Trump did? He put all them racist motherfuckers on the Supreme Court before he
Yeah.
left. And they doing their work. They doing his bidding. They working for him.
Right.
Yeah, they got
Right.
control of the Senate now. So all the
Yeah.
laws don't get
No,
approved easy.
they got control of the House.
Yeah, the House,
The
okay.
Democrats got control of the Senate.
But the
Right.
way the
They
laws
don't,
go,
they got 2 seats left that they can lose where the Democrats will take control of Senate and everything. The
Right.
yeah,
office, the
that's gonna
Senate,
happen.
And
and the House.
and see, that's the whole thing, y'all, is that like I say, we gotta really step up and take this shit seriously. See, and that's what I don't like about our people. We can say what we want to, and I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna sit it because this ain't got nothing to do with who's black and who's white. This got to do with right and wrong.
Right.
If our people are in there, we need to do what the fuck is right because we ain't gonna get ahead with putting our people in position to do dirt. It's not gonna happen because we ain't getting away with that dirt like them white people get away with it. We just
Hell
ain't.
no.
It's not gonna happen. So we gonna have to be on some real shit, on some righteous shit to uplift our people as a whole instead of hand picking it. Oh, cause I fuck with them and I grew up with them and them my relatives. So these the people I'm gonna put in power and fuck everybody else because that's a cold way to live. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a cold dictatorship for us to vote for somebody based on us thinking they're gonna do the right thing for our people, and they only do right things for their people.
Right.
You know?
Cause see what they do, people just got the shit all fucked up and all fucked off. But I'm gonna tell you what was a wake up call. What was a wake up call for our brothers and our sisters when that boy Nathan Wade that's involved with that Shawnee Willis stuff.
Hmm.
His one of his partners, they had a law firm, and something happened where Nathan Wade left and started working for the county of Fulton with this case.
Hmm.
Whatever happened with them, that dude Bradley, his partner, that was his lawyer, his divorce lawyer, snaked that nigga. He snaked him and was conversating with the enemy, that attorney, Trump them attorney. And you know what that bitch did? She used him. He turned against his partner and and sided with them. And that bitch was texting her. They were texting back and forth. And she snaked him when he
That's
got on that
stupid.
witness stand and brought all that shit out. Oh, did you say this? Or did you say that? Didn't such and such? He snaked the brother and she snaked him. And that's
That
just
see,
how Donald Trump and all the white Republicans and the black Republicans, that's how they feel about niggas, and that's what they would do to your ass. What she
right.
did to him.
And see, that's what I'm saying, and that goes back to what I'm saying. We can't be showing if we really gonna try to elevate, which we had a black president not too long ago, so we have elevated a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if we gonna elevate truly, all this old hand picking niggas who you think gonna do your bidding, we need to do what's right. We got to do what's right until we really get our feet planted firmly in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can fluctuate. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Then you can say, okay, well, let me get a nigga that I know gonna do what I need done because you got something righteous rolling. But right now, when we get a person in as a mayor, a governor, the president, well, I ain't gonna say president because I don't know Barack Obama to have done no shit like that. But governors and mayors and senators and district supervisors and councilmen and aldermen
Mm-hmm.
and
All that
all
shit.
that type of shit, they pick motherfuckers that's gonna pad their pockets,
Right.
and that's what's wrong with us. We'll kill each other about some money, man. We'll fuck over
Right.
everybody about some money, and it ain't even really a lot of money, cause motherfuckers think these niggas that got these motherfucking nonprofits is getting a whole bunch of money, right? Um, but they not. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You supposed to spend a lot of that money.
Right.
Yeah, it's in the budget. You got to account for all that at the end of the month. End of the
Right.
day, end of the year, you gotta account for that shit. So now
Mm-hmm.
you
You
just
know,
can't
and
just
so
spit it all on you.
right,
You
right.
got
And,
you
and
gotta have
so
receipts and all that shit.
niggas is,
Yeah.
oh man, cause such and such, he just got $2 million for his program. That nigga supposed to spend that 2 million too.
Mm-hmm.
Or he gonna get
and,
audited.
and let that nigga try to get slick with it and see how his motherfucking ass wind up. Cause they just get a sister, yeah, one of the sisters that had something to do with some of this shit in the city. They own her ass right now,
Wow.
right
Mm-hmm.
now, because y'all allocating these funds and fucking it off, doing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? And you're not doing what's right. You
Mm-hmm.
know that.
They taking that money and doing other
That's-
shit, buying cars and houses and going on trips and shit like that.
But see, people ain't that ain't used to having money. They ain't gonna know what to do with it
Yeah, I know they
unless
giving it to
you
the wrong
got
people.
somebody in the ear.
You gotta be something wrong with you when you buying cars and houses with the people money. You don't think that it's gonna get traced back to you. That all of a sudden last year you didn't have that type of income to be buying these things, and then all of a sudden this grant money popped through, and now you got all this extra income to do this. I mean, I don't know. It don't make sense to me though, because I know that shit could be traceable, and you gonna
Right.
get
Right.
audited for that. So I don't know. They spend that shit freely. That's what's getting them in trouble now. That's what they thinking.
Yeah.
Once they touch it, it's all theirs, but they ain't really their money.
Because one thing, y'all, that we got to realize is this, right? At the end of the day, if the shit ain't right, they gonna say we gave them niggas a chance and they fucked it up.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what
Right.
they say. Our city right now, it's gonna undergo a big change, and a lot of these niggas that's running around, popping their collar, buying up a pair of Jordans every motherfucking week and all that other dumbass nigga shit. It's finna go back to nigga. What you gonna do? Go now. Go find you a job because you can't eat off the streets no more. You can't eat off
Mm-hmm.
this nonprofit and all because that shit finna change. We finna have a new mayor. It's finna be a whole bunch of other shit going on. It's finna be because nobody's happy except for the niggas who's spoon fed and hand fed by these agencies.
Right.
Nobody else is happy. You know what I'm saying? It's not, and this shit wasn't done right, man. And motherfuckers can sit up there and say, oh, well, they give a beautiful gala and awards. Motherfuckers is getting awards for shit they ain't even done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the awards for? And you want to talk about the crime going down in the city or something? That's because a lot of niggas is in Oakland doing that shit. But it still
Mm-hmm.
bleeds back over to our, because them is a lot of that shit in Oakland is them young niggas from the city that's living out there now.
Right.
That's what's going on. And
Mm-hmm.
so it comes back to the city when we have an event or when these niggas bump heads with each other and shit like that. It comes back to the city. You
Right.
know, so for motherfuckers to sit up there and try to all of a sudden when it's near election time, you trying to act like something is cleaned up. It's not. It's not. You got a bunch of motherfucking dope fiends and shit walking around the Tenderloin and downtown with the urban alchemy shit, acting like they really cleaning up some shit. Them niggas doing this worse shit than the niggas that's hanging down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Right.
mean, what the fuck is we doing? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got your street niggas that belong in the streets, but if a motherfucker's in a political position or in a position of power, then we need to act like that and do and act accordingly and do what the fuck we supposed to be doing. Stop patting a motherfucker on the back because they black because we getting fucked over by black people right now.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly.
You know, and don't nobody really want to touch on that because for a motherfucker to speak out, you might lose your funding. I am not funded by any nonprofit agency, none of the city or nothing. I work for a Fortune 500 company, and I work for some actually not even white people. My company is owned by Japan. Bridgestone
Wow.
is a Japanese company. It's in America, yeah, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
Japanese company. And it's a
Oh,
Fortune 500
wow.
company. That's where I get my money from. I don't need to sit up here and lie to my people and act like I'm stopping violence and I'm doing this and I'm doing that to eat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get up and go get mine from a Fortune 500 company with a retirement and all the other 401ks and all that old other shit. Cause I'm hireable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these other niggas ain't hireable, so therefore they gotta do other ass shit. Which I mean, I'm not knocking you for, but what you gonna do when it's gone? That's the whole point. What you gonna do when
Right.
it's all? Because we finna undergo a whole motherfucking change.
Yeah, some shit. If that motherfucker get in office again, this is it's over. And
He
see,
probably is
niggas,
gonna make it though.
huh?
They ain't gonna have Biden in there twice, so it's
Well,
gonna be
Trump
either
is
him or
gonna he
Biden.
well, he gonna
It's
get
gonna be Trump.
convicted.
Yeah, Trump
Yeah.
gonna be our
Whatever case
president
go
again.
first, he's gonna get convicted because he got 4 felony
They
cases.
still gonna let that motherfucker run and be president. Watch. America's
No, he
scandalous as
running
fuck.
now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, and he gonna be elected president. They gonna just
I
bypass all
don't,
that shit.
I don't think so.
I hope
America's
not.
scandalous. Watch.
I don't
We'll
think
see.
so. We
America's
can't.
scandalous.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be over. People think it's bad now, and that's why I watch and I pay attention because I gotta alert my grandkids. I gotta keep my nieces and my nephews on top of shit because this the generation that's under us that's gonna be affected. We all gonna be affected.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So we have to pay attention to what because of what white folks, it's all about money and power. They would do anything by all means necessary to keep that power.
Right.
But
Right.
see, they're starting to realize that we we the ones, the black folks is the ones with the power.
And we don't
We the
even,
one got the power.
but we don't realize it.
Yeah.
And folks don't realize it.
We don't realize it, and we use it in the wrong way.
Ways. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing. We use it in the wrong way. And we sitting here witnessing it right now. We using it in the wrong way. Um, there's no way on earth that we supposed to have all these people in these positions that we have, right? And our people sitting here still struggling. You know what I'm saying? Um, the conditions of our city. I mean, because I can't really speak on nationwide because I ain't been back and forth across the country in a while.
Hmm.
So I'm speaking on what I see at home, and San Francisco is the worst as it ever been.
San
It's
Francisco
Mm-hmm.
is ranked in the top 3 as the what did it say, the worst city or
Damn.
the dirtiest city or something that they
It
said because
probably
I was,
dirtiest though, because it is hella dirty. It might
yeah,
be
I
worse
think
too
it's the
though.
dirtiest or something like that. It's it ranked in 3 in the country.
right,
That's terrible.
right.
In the country. And I'm like, what the fuck?
And the cold part is we can't sit here and lie and say that it didn't happen on our mayor's watch. We can't even lie and say that. We cannot. I mean, people want to sit there and say, "Oh, well, yeah, it is her fault." It is. Let's just be honest. It is. It's
Hmm.
too much partying. It's too much um, spreading the wealth to the people you love instead of putting it in it. You defunded the police. Now we can't even got retail stores no more because these niggas running in and snatching everything out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You thought you
right.
was gonna take money from the police and they still was gonna put their life on the line for us? No, they wasn't. And I'm not a pro police nigga. I'm a criminal, an ex criminal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a pro police nigga, but without the police, where's the law? Where's the law?
Yeah, they got
Who's
none.
lawful when the police ain't giving a fuck? Motherfuckers talking about they running out of stores and you can't do nothing because it ain't $1,000 worth of shit. You can't prosecute a motherfucker. I mean, come on, man. I mean, this is some bullshit. And then the cold part is now we got motherfuckers coming from everywhere on BART trains and shit like that to come to San Francisco, and
Hmm.
take the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And take shit. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, okay, D Hard Class say it didn't happen on our watch. Yeah, when did it happen? If it didn't happen on our watch, when did it happen?
Right.
I don't give a fuck if she black. I don't give a fuck if she from a hood or none of that. It's the fucking truth. When did it happen then? Because it didn't happen when
It
Ed
happened
Lee was here.
recently.
It didn't happen when Gavin Newsom was here. When did it happen? Because
Right.
motherfuckers wasn't living on the streets in Hunters Point like that. My kids wasn't walking past homeless motherfuckers with needles hanging out their arm, going to school and all that old type of shit. This shit is happening right now.
Oh, wow. And the point?
Yes, yes. It's a motherfucker right now on the corner living in the bushes. Right
I
now. There's
know
a
I got
motherfucker at this
family.
corner right now, a white boy, in this corner right now. I'm in Bayview Hunters Point right now as we speak. It's a motherfucker right here about 100 yards from me in a motherfucking trailer that always come out high as fuck doing some other shit. And he
Mm.
ain't black. So when did it happen?
Wow.
I ain't left Frisco. I mean, I went to South City and San Bruno and shit like that, but I came back. I ain't never really left it. So when did it happen? That's all I'm saying. When did it happen?
Mm-hmm.
You go down any of these side streets off of Third and make a left or a right on motherfucking Ingles. That shit look like the Tenderloin.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know my cousin lived on Garlington, been living there forever. And he was like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, yeah. This shit
I'm
crazy.
like, wow.
This shit crazy. But the
It
cold
is
part is,
a lot of campers around here, though.
hey,
It's a bunch of them.
the cold part is that shit ain't happening across town.
Mm.
That shit ain't happening across Van Ness.
I don't know. The
Wow.
ocean.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah,
We just gotta, Black people as a whole, we gotta start playing the game a little better. Because I noticed with them white folks, like with Trump, no matter what he do, they still gonna stick with that fool, no matter what he do.
right. But
And
see,
that's what we have to do.
no, no, no. That's what we can't do. See, that's the thing. We can't do that. We can't do that. We got to hold our own accountable because we got to be above them. We can't do
Right,
what they.
right.
We
But
can't
what
do.
I'm saying, we need to be together instead of, putting a division between our people. We got to
Well,
stop
our
fighting each
leaders
other.
got
We
to
got to
keep us
stop
together,
killing
though.
each other. We
Oh
got to
yeah,
wake up and realize what's going on.
right.
It's like people be like, I ain't voting, the hell with voting and this and that or whatever. Like, are you serious?
Right,
Because them motherfuckers is trying to control. They already didn't redid Roe versus Wade in trying
right.
to control women's right to their body, telling us what we can't do with our body. That black woman had a miscarriage and they arrested her.
Damn.
She had a miscarriage. Them motherfuckers in Texas arrested her
Yeah. And
and
that's
the
what I'm.
other white woman.
And see, that's what I'm
We
saying.
got it hard.
We gotta.
I'm
We
just glad I
gotta
can't
do.
have no more kids.
we we gotta do better though. We gotta hold our people accountable. When we have people that's in power and they're manipulating that power, we gotta call a spade a spade. Um, ain't no use to sitting up here talking about you gonna stand up for a motherfucker because they black and they from a hood or no. If they black and they from the hood, they should do better by black people from the hood. We need them to do better for us. Not only do better for people they love, that the money's gonna come back to them in some shape, form, or fashion. We need motherfuckers to stand up and and do what's right, man. I mean, we as black people, it's too much celebrating, y'all. It's too much celebrating. I mean, and I'm gonna say this, and it's not to be funny, but it's kind of like how 49er fans is, right? They celebrate them little ass victories and get their ass whooped in the Super Bowl every time. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And then it come down crashing hard as fuck, and they mad at everybody. We
Mm-hmm.
doing too much celebrating. We ain't
Mm-hmm.
we ain't reached we ain't reached a point. We ain't reached a point to be celebrating yet. We ain't
Right.
worked hard enough to be celebrating yet. We ain't made the
Yeah.
efforts. We ain't made the strides to be celebrating yet. Fuck these parties. Fuck these banquets. Fuck these award ceremonies and all of that. Let's buckle down, handle some motherfucking business, and make sure that we do what's right for our people. That's what we
Mm-hmm.
need to be doing.
I agree. I agree. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Because this
I'd
shit.
rather have a strong ass motherfucking finish.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Right.
But
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I'd rather put it like this. I'm one of them niggas like this, right? I'd rather sit at home and count my money than go fuck off on a trip somewhere because when I come back from that trip, I ain't got nothing but memories and bills.
right.
That's just me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm saying that to say, we really need to do what's right by our people, and
Mm-hmm.
until we do that, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna always be at this crossroads where shit is fucked up. Because like I said, we we like to embrace fuckery too much, and we don't think a motherfucker is real or a motherfucker is being real unless they do some dumbass nigga shit. We gotta stop.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We got to stop that. But we're about to wrap this up because we only get an hour on this thing, and we have 55 minutes right now. So Miss HP, go ahead and finish it up. Let them know how you feel about everything.
I can't say it in 5 minutes.
Well, say what you can. You say what you can.
I just, I love my people and I pray for everybody, even the enemies. We just need to, respect each other, love each other, appreciate each other, and just watch out for the little ones and everybody take care of their own. If I take care of what I'm supposed to take care of, you take care of what you're supposed to take care of. If everybody do that, shit'll be kosher and then you can see some progress. But you can't be on the block and the only one cutting your grass and everybody else shit look fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you fucking up the hood and the neighborhood and the area where you live and where you trying to build your foundation. But we just got to stay strong, healthy, motivated, and stay on top and make sure you don't never end up on the bottom.
Yes, exactly. And we gotta be those righteous people that we claim to be. We talk all this religion and righteousness and Hebrews and whatever else other that we Muslims or whatever else we want to be. All these things are supposed to be righteous. We're
Mm-hmm.
not being righteous. We're not. These people ain't framing us. Like even with Fonnie Willis, right? Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research on that.
he
I
should
want to
have.
know more
I
about that.
mean, don't
Oh,
get me
I know
wrong,
all
right?
about it.
Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong,
I'm
right?
just really hearing most
I
of
don't
it
think
today.
I don't
So
think they should be investigating her. But then again, she should have kept her guard up.
yeah, as
She
being
should have kept
a
her
woman
guard
of
up.
color, yeah, she
Ain't,
should
ain't
have been
you know
sharper than
ain't
that.
ain't no dick in the world worth what she going through right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now her credibility is shot to hell. It's shot.
Maybe not. Maybe because people
I
have their own
hope not.
opinions and views. Some, she got some that's for her, she got some that's against her.
Right, right,
But that was the first time something like that ever happened. This is the
right,
first time a president of the United States is a
right,
criminal
right.
like
But
that.
see,
It's the first time.
but
That
see,
So
we
my
she
thing
didn't
know
is,
of
know.
right?
openly.
She
This
didn't
is
know
gonna,
what to expect.
but this might damage her career because the next time she try to fight against something powerful, that's the first thing they're gonna bring up.
Well, yeah, it just depends on who she connected to, you know,
No, no,
and
no. I'm talking about like her position as a district attorney. Say she try to fight
oh yeah,
uh
yeah.
Giuliani or somebody, or something like that, right? That's the first thing they're gonna bring up.
Oh, he's part of the clique too.
Yeah, I know. But that's the first thing they're gonna bring up is, well, you did X, Y, and Z with the U.S. attorney or whatever the nigga was or whatever. They're gonna bring that up. And I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying as black people, okay, like D class, right? He say it's a hustler's mentality. That's how we live. Well, as a hustler's mentality, we always stay one step ahead of the authorities. She didn't stay one step ahead of the authorities.
Right.
You fucking on niggas that's
They did a
telling.
little bit though.
Because, no, you know why? You fucked the nigga that pillow talked and told other people.
Mm.
No, it wasn't that.
He told somebody,
It was that broad, the one
but
that
he told somebody is what I'm saying.
yeah, but they didn't. They wasn't involved in it. It's that broad.
Yeah, but if the nigga would have been fucking and kept his mouth shut, nobody would have knew.
Well, the girl knew that they was kind of messing around.
That nigga told it. You know that nigga told it.
No, he probably told somebody,
Exactly. That's
but
what I'm saying.
whoever he told wasn't part of the snitching crew.
But didn't the other nigga that he told tell? His partner?
No, he was telling other shit.
Well, I mean, like I said, that nigga
But
shouldn't
it
have
was
been kissing.
bullshit though.
That nigga was kissing and telling, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's what
Somebody
I'm.
told something.
That's
I'm
what I'm
gonna
saying.
figure it out. I'm gonna figure
Right.
out the internet is
Well,
undefeated.
yeah.
I'm gonna
This
figure it out.
saga continue.
We definitely got to continue this shit because I keep up with. I want to know what's going on.
Right. Me
And I
I do
too.
too.
inviting all my folks, my grandkids, and my folks, and
Right.
so it's been a pleasure.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Oh,
And
thanks very
we'll
much.
sure.
probably be
You
back. We'll probably be back on sometime this week. When my boy boss here to feel up to it, we'll be back, and we just had to take over tonight, because we had it started. So thank you,
okay?
Miss
Well, y'all
AP.
keep
Enjoyed it.
grinding. Stay the
Yes, sir.
wonderful
Uh-huh.
men that you guys are,
Yes,
fathers,
ma'am.
and all that. I'm proud of y'all. I love y'all.
Thank,
Keep doing what you're doing.
thank you. Love you
Thanks
too.
very much.
All right, y'all. Have
Okay.
a good one.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You too.
All right.
How do I log off of here?